A federal judge singled out Indiana Governor Mike Pence over the gay marriage issue. Judge Richard Young says the governor told the court he had no power to enforce Indiana's gay marriage ban and then turned around and ordered executive agencies to do so. In his most recent ruling on the issue, the judge said Indiana must recognize same-sex marriages performed in other states, but he set aside that order while an appeals court considers his earlier decisions on the issue. The Mennonite Church will review the credentials of a Goshen pastor who presided over the marriage of a same-sex couple. That is a violation of church rules. The Mennonite pastor, Carl Shelley, said he performed the service in May after determining that he believed that same-sex unions merit equal standing with heterosexual unions. Church leaders say they have never pulled a minister's credentials for performing a same-sex marriage.
And new tonight here on the Night Beat, Bloomington police now say they caught an attempted rapist. A woman says she woke up with a suspect on top of her. Now, this happened in the 1200 block of West 7th Street. She says his hands were over her mouth, but she was somehow able to push him off, scream, and then run for help. Officers say they found Andrew Carey in some nearby bushes. They say he slipped into the home through an open bathroom window. Carey is accused of attempted rape, burglary, and confinement.
Also new on the Night Beat tonight, Lafayette police have arrested 25-year-old James Bickler on a murder charge. A neighbor discovered a body in a home in the 1500 block of North 16th Street. They also found a 1-year-old boy in that home. Now, the boy was not hurt, and it's not clear right now how he knew the victim. Police say they weren't related. Officers have not released the victim's name or a motive for the murder.
And just yesterday, we learned that Major Davis Jr., accused of killing Metro Police Officer Perry Wren, will now face the death penalty. You know, it's not an easy decision for the prosecutor or the victims' families. Well, today we spoke with the families of 2 other officers who died in the line of duty about the death penalty. 3 years ago, Thomas Hardy took the life of Officer David Moore. His family agreed to let Hardy be sentenced to life in prison without parole after Hardy wrote them a note asking for forgiveness. In 1990, Molly Winters' husband, Muncie police officer Greg Winters, was murdered in the front seat of his patrol car.
No more court dates. That finally Greg can rest at peace because justice was served, and my children and I can have a little peace about us.
Michael Lambert was put to death after the family endured almost 17 years of trials, appeals, and hearings.
One of the people charged in the Southside explosion case will go to trial in South Bend. A Marion County judge today granted the change in venue for Mark Leonard, who was facing arson and murder charges. Prosecutors say Leonard, his brother Bob, and former girlfriend Monserrate Shirley blew up Shirley's home for the insurance money. The blast killed the couple who lived next door and destroyed dozens of homes. The Marion County's prosecutor's office says the trial could cost 10 times more than the trial of former IMPD officer David Bassard, which was also moved out of Indianapolis. In fact, there is so much evidence in this case, prosecutors may need to rent a semi to transport it all to South Bend.
Well, it is move-in day at Indiana University. In fact, students returned to the Bloomington campus today, including thousands of freshmen. In fact, more than 7,700 first-year students will be enrolled when classes begin on Monday. This was also move-in day at the University of Indianapolis.